Thank you.
Let me just check that on my phone.
Evan, can you unmute first?
There we go. Can you all hear me? Thumbs up? Yep. Okay, cool. All right. So, I'll organize my. Oh, am I upside down? I am. That's all right. Turn my phone around. What did we do last time? We did some. What did I do? Sorry, hang on. I'm having a lot of difficulties today. That's still upside down. Why is it upside down? I think that's it. There we go. Okay, got it now. I know what I'm doing. So, last time we were doing shapes, and we started with some people, from what I remember. We did some figures and things like that. So I just look at my notes back there. So why don't we continue with that, and we'll draw some figures using the skeleton. So let's just go over that skeleton. So that simple skeleton, a circle, draw a line down, and then the shoulders and a rib cage, and then the hips. And then we have from that, you don't have to copy it. I don't have to draw along with this, and I'm just doing it just to remind you. Arms and legs, and then we could also even draw in a jaw. So that's the skeleton we want to use, that kind of thing, where we have the head, the ribs, the hips, and then the arms and legs coming off that to pose. So let's draw a couple of poses. First off, let's draw a pose of maybe someone jumping, leaping. So I'm just going to draw a line like that to show me where I want the body to go. And then at one end, I'm going to draw a circle for the head, just like that. And then once you've done that, I'm going to draw in the rib cage. So instead of doing straight, I'm going to do a bit of a curve and the rib cage like that. I'm just pressing lightly with my pencil. Don't need to press hard. Then I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap and put in the rectangle for the hips. Okay, so now I've got sort of where the body's going to go. Now I can add in the arms and legs. So I'm going to have one shoulder here and one shoulder here. And then one hip here and one hip here. The legs are going to come from here and the arms are going to come from there. Okay, so this leg, which is further away, I'm going to bring it up, back down like that. So this is the knee, and this is the foot, and we'll do the foot that way. The other leg, I'm going to just have it come back this way. Up to there, about halfway is where the knee is. You can see that one. And then the foot, so we're there. Look, you're all busy drawing, which is good. And then let's do the arms. We could do the arms down. They could be reaching forward. Why don't we do them reaching forward? So let's start with this one. Bring the arm forward like that. And I'll do the other arm as well. But do it a bit higher so that there's room for the face. And you want to get this angle between the shoulders, the angle of the shoulders. It's going to be roughly the same up here for the hands. So we know how far apart the hands should be, or where they should be placed. So this one's going to be thicker, it's going to be thinner. About halfway along those is where the elbows would be as well. Okay, so you can see that. We can see someone's jumping, like jumping through. Hang on, jumping through the shot like this. Maybe they're diving for a soccer ball. They're in the goal or something like that. And they're diving through. So I'm just going to swap color. It's going to help you see what I'm doing next. I'm going to use a pen now. Because what I want to do is, we've got a stick figure. It's like a skeleton. Now we want to bulk it out and draw the muscles and the fat and the tissue and all that over the top. So let's start with this arm, because it's going to be the thing that's on top of everything else. So I know where the elbow is, and I know where I'll just find out where I want the wrist to be. And then I'm just going to curve around. I'm still being sketchy. I'm not pressing hard or anything. Just curve around like that and get the shape of the forearm. Then I could actually erase the skeleton arm and the head from inside that. Okay. Now we'll continue down from the elbow down to the shoulder. We want to put a bump, a round bit in for the shoulder, and join that up to the arm. Like that. Is everyone keeping up? No? Move it in a little bit closer so you can see that. And for those who are waiting, you can, on the hand, maybe put a line in and show where the fingers are going to go, like that. Four fingers, the thumbs on the other side. You might see the thumb sticking up there. And we're basically going to do the same with this arm. Let's start at the wrist. Bring it a little bit closer. Let's start at the wrist and curve it around a little bit. To the elbow. And then bring it down a bit wider for the shoulder. And then again, you can put in where the fingers are going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time, see the thumb comes over like that. So I'll just wait so you guys can see that. Has anyone done all of that? Yeah. If you've done, hold it up. Let me see. Hold up your drawing so I can see what you've done. Jonah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Audrey, that's great. Man, that's good too. David, I can't see yours because you've got a background on. It's a blurry background. Ella, that's really good. Oh, there you go. I can see a bit better now. That's cool. Very good. Okay. So we could move down the body, but why don't we put some of the face in there? I'm just going to go back to my pencil. And I'm just going to draw a line down the side of the face, either side. Try and find out where my chin's going to go. Somewhere in the middle there. Might rub out some of those other arm lines. Rub out a bit of that circle. Not all of the circle, just mainly the lower bit. I still want to have the curve at the top there. Little point for the chin. This is going to be the middle of the face, this line. And you can pick a line going horizontal to show where the eyes are going to go. Everyone got that? Okay. I'm going to add in a little bit of the neck as well. It might be too big for later on, but we'll see how the rest of the drawing goes. Okay, so now let me just move this a bit. Okay, now we know where the eyes are going to go. We can put them in. Maybe we'll do some angry eyebrows. They're focusing on catching that ball. If we're going to stick with the soccer goalie or football goalie. So we'll do some eyebrows. And then once you've done those, we're going to put in the eyeballs. So you could just draw circles or half circles. But I'm just going to draw these as sort of anime eyes. So they're going to come down either side. And then I'll put a base on it. Let's see that. And then I'll put the pupils in. Maybe slightly looking up. So we're just seeing the bottom of the eye. So there's white underneath the eyes.
Hi everyone, sorry, I need to jump in. If you have any question or anything, you need to use the raise hand function in Zoom. And Mr. Evan will unmute you and then you can start asking questions, okay? Use it in Zoom. Thank you.
Okay. So let's continue with the face. I'm just going to hold this camera down a bit lower. So coming down from between the eyes, about halfway, about there, we can draw the bottom of the nose and then the bridge. Sort of ignore this orange line here. I can't rub that out because it's in pen. And then under the nose, excuse me, under the nose in this area, we can draw the mouth. Maybe just concentrating like that. And then even over here, you could draw a curve for the ear. And rub out the neck. There you go. And you could draw some hair on as well. Although most of it's going to be covered by the arm. But you might have some hair sticking out. I can't see now on the moon under the camera. Just draw some jagged lines like that. Or whatever else kind of hair you want to do. You don't have to draw the same as me. There we go. A little bit of a face in there. All right. Let's continue down the body. Now we're going to do a guy. I said it was a soccer player. So why don't we figure out where his sleeves are going to go? So you could draw a slight curve and then back up. So this is the inside of his sleeve. So there we go. And then his sleeve is actually coming back down there. So that's his sleeve. So then up on this arm, I'll try and leave them both in the shot. Maybe this sleeve is pulling back this way. So this is the inside of the sleeve. Maybe you can see the sleeve, the inside on both sides. And then this one comes down. So I'll just shade this in lightly. So that is another sleeve. So forget about these orange lines in here. We don't need those. Okay. So maybe we should come back up to the hands when everyone's ready for that. When you finish that, give me a thumbs up. I know I can move on. Okay. Mocha, you ready? Sally's ready. Okay, Nam, keep going until you got up. David's ready, Audrey's ready. So if you've done the fingers on the hands already, just as little skeleton fingers, then you can just simply use those as your guide and then thicken up. See what I'm doing there? Just thickening up the finger. Go down one, curve it at the end, and come back to the next one. Some of them are straight, some of them are curved, and they're not all the same size either. You have to remember that. And thumb. If you want some reference, look at your own hand. And remember, you've got 3 joints in your finger. 1, 2, 3, and 3 knuckles. 1, 2, 3. They're the knuckles there. So you can just trace them off with that. Clean up your drawing. Erase some of those lines. How to do that one-handed. So I'm holding the camera as well. Then you can move on to the other hand and do the same thing. Try not to cover that one. It's a bit hard. So I'm going to come up there, curve around, come back down, and then again, second finger, third finger, and then the pinky. Come down for the palm of the hand. There you go. I'll leave that there for you guys to catch up. That's pretty good, Ella. Good job. Nice, Audrey. I like your face in that one too, Audrey. It's good. Macho is very good. Yeah. Sally, that's great. The long arms. Jonah. Yeah, that's pretty good, Jonah. David. Yep. Great. Okay. So we're going to move down the body now. You might draw in where the shirt goes and it's tucked into his shorts and come back up. So I might start with guessing where his waist is going to be. So down near the hips, the pelvis there. And then give it a little bit of a sticky outy bit. And then come up to the shoulder. The other side's going to be a bit different. So see how it comes from the shoulder down, a little bump, and then round for his belly. And on the other side, we'll start up under the arm. We'll go down past that rib cage we drew. And maybe come in like that. I'm going to draw some creases in the shirt. And then maybe another one. And then they join up. So we'll rub out a few of those lines as well. So I don't want to confuse you with too many lines. And also while we're there, we can think about where the front of the shirt is and put, stop shaking, and put a little V neck in front. Okay, so then we have his soccer jersey. Okay, you could do stripes, you could make it into your favorite team. So then we're going to move down and going to draw shorts. So I'm going to do a curve around this leg for where the shorts end. And then bring that up, curve it around for where his bottom is, and join that up. The other side just comes up a little bit. And then we need to draw some crotch in there, but we have to draw the other leg first. You can put a little seam on there, logo, number. I usually have a number up here on the left-hand side. Let's give you like a number 5 that I can't really draw on. Okay. So we're going to come over to this leg now. Now, we need to draw the shorts in there, but we sort of need to figure out where the knees and this calf is going to come over the top. So we might start with this calf. I'm just going to turn around this way. So I'm going to start here at the back of the knee. I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm going to give him a calf muscle. So it's sort of round. And it's going to come down to his heel. And on the other side, it's going to come up from the ankle, curve out a little bit, and then become the knee. Everyone's busy drawing. Yeah, could do the shoe as well, and then the boot. So it comes down, give it a bit of a curve on the front. Come back up to that heel. You made it a little bit long. Draw the sole on. Give it some little spikes on the bottom. Made it a little bit long. And draw the laces. And put whatever decoration you want on there. I'm also going to rub out the line, skeleton line, because we need to draw in a sock. Which I'm just going to pick a spot up here, draw the top of his sock. Maybe he's got some stripes on it. Maybe it's folded down. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to turn my picture back around so we can draw in the thigh. So from this knee, I'm going to sort of curve it out. And then on the underside as well, I'm going to imagine how thick I want it to be. Sort of starting down here, and then I'm going to sort of bring it down towards that other leg we drew. Do a little curve in there. A couple of lines where the material is pulling. And then we need to draw the shorts. So maybe like that. And maybe we can see the inside of it. And then erase the construction lines. So when the leg is really bent up, I'm trying to show you in that, sort of like this, you're going to get creases, and it's really hard to see because I'm wearing black. Creases in the, creases in here when it bends, see that? Yeah. So it's going to happen up here as well. So we're going to get some creases coming down here. And that's sort of what those creases are too. Maybe he has a stripe down his pants. And it's going to curve around here because his body's curving. There we go. Maybe it's a dark stripe. Just color it in. So we're almost done. We just have to do the other foot. And then we are done. How's everyone else's looking so far? Let's have a look. Jaden, that's good. Audrey, yeah, it's great. It's good. Which is great. Wow, everyone's doing such a good job. Ella, that's great. Dylan, your guy looks like a football player, like a rugby player or something. He's thick, big and muscly. David, that's really good. Sally, that's great too. Okay, so back to this leg. We know where our knee is going to be. As you can see, we've got a little mark halfway down the leg for the knee. Just put a little curve in so we know where it's going to go. I'm going to start down here at the ankle, like I did with this leg. Start at the ankle and then do the calf muscle up. So let me try and get this in the right spot so I can draw. So the ankle, come up, curve it out, and then back in near the knee. And same on the other side. Bumps out just below the knee and then tapers in towards the ankle. Then you can sort of just bring that up a bit wider as it goes into the shorts because his thighs are thicker than his calf. I don't need that line in the middle anymore, so I can rub it out. Oh, I can't rub it out and hold the camera at the same time. There we go. Excuse me. So we're just going to turn that around so it fits in this shot a bit better. There we go. Now we just need to draw the boot. So do curve on one side and then in a little bit on the other. Because your feet curve in on the inside. Just like that. Get it close so you can see. Then sort of here is where the laces are going to go. Front of the shoe and the sole up the side. Don't put too much detail. And don't forget his sock. And the little studs underneath. Okay, and then that is done. Let's pull this out a little bit. There we go, it's almost in shot. He's diving for a ball. You could even draw the ball in if you wanted. Well, you have to change where his eyes go. Have the ball. Like that. Zooming in. So the black spots on the ball. We dive into capture as it zooms in. Oh, about to lose my camera. There we go. So he's looking up this way, but I have to change his eyes to look down that way. But you get the idea. So let's see when you're done. Let's see what you managed to do. Good job. Nice. Audrey, that's good. Yeah, I like where you put the ball before, actually. You could, the ball that you've got all the spots on, the smaller one, you could just put all the speed lines on that one. Ella, that's great. Good job. Sally, that's cool. Nice long pose. David, that's really good too. So you could finish that by getting a felt tip pen or a thin texter and going over your lines. We're not going to do that today, but I'll just show you a little bit. I'll do it some quickly to show you what it can look like. because we want to draw something else before we run out of time. So I'm sort of drawing around and thickening up some of the lines. Really close. Oh, I dropped the camera instead. See how it's a lot darker? And then once you trace all that, you can then erase all those pencil lines. So I've just done one eye and then around the face. So I'll rub that out now, put my lid back on because these dry out and they're expensive. So if you want to, don't want to smudge the ink, so I want it to dry a little first. And then I'm going to rub out those pencil lines. I can't rub out the other eye because I didn't trace that. There you go. See how much darker the eye stands out, the one that's been traced, and this one's just pencil. And then you can color that in with markers or colored pencils or anything like that. Okay. So let's do another one. Not quite as detailed this time. Let's do a figure. I think last time we did someone sitting down. How about someone dancing? So let's do a little curve like this. That's going to show me where the spine is, the back of the character. I'll do a little head at the top. Put in the rib cage, sort of curving down. And then the hips. So now you can see the sort of bent over. And maybe this leg is coming down. Maybe they're up on their toes. Leg's a bit short. And this leg could be out to the side with a pointed toe. Almost like a ballerina. We'll do the face going this way as well. So the face is looking that way. But we'll do the arms going this way. So someone just doing a dance, throwing their arms out, kicking one leg out. And then we can add in some more details once we've done all that. Sally, you good? Yeah, okay. Everyone else is good? Okay. So let's add in a bit more of the body detail. So I'm going to come in from this rib cage. I think I made it a little bit too big. So I'm going to come down. So I want to have a little bit of a waist and then wider hips. So I want to draw a lady this time. Lady dancing. So we're going to come in for the waist a little bit and then the hips out further. I'm just going to have short legs because I've drawn them short. So let's draw a curve for the thighs. Like that. Bring it a little bit closer so you can see. And then we should know how to draw calf muscles by now. Curve one way and then taper it down to the ankle. Little bump for the knee. And that, so I can just have us be straight with a slight curve. And we're going to do the same for the other leg. So again, curve it down to the knee. And then up again to the groin or the crotch, and then just join those together. And then calf curve down to the heel, slight curve down the front. I'll stop there and give you guys a chance to catch up. Actually, before I do that, I will rub out pencil lines, so there's less for you to have to filter through. Okay. There you go. You got a question, Ella? Or are you stretching? Hang on. You want to unmute and ask a question?
What I'm doing now. I can't catch up.
Okay, where are you up to? Show me your drawing and I'll go back. Okay, that's pretty good. So you're not too far behind, and this might give everyone else a chance to catch up as well. So I came down from the shoulder and I came in a little bit and then back out for the hip and then did it on the other side. You can see where I came in for the waist and then back out for the hip. And then that hip line just continues down to the knee. And once you've got the knee, you know where the other thigh is going to start from. And then you can put in the leg. And then for the other thigh, it's sort of found halfway. That's where the knee is going to go. And just join the thigh up to that on either side. And then, of course, putting in the calf muscle. Is everyone else caught up? Thumbs up if you're good. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, everyone's good. Did that help, Ella, or you're still stuck? Yep, okay. So I'm going to move up to the arms. So for me to draw, I'm just going to turn it around a bit like this, because it's just easier for my left hand to draw that way. So I know where halfway is along the arm. I've marked those in. So I'm going to draw in a bit of a shoulder and then continue that up to my halfway mark. And then on the other side, I'm just going to sort of draw a curve back towards the shoulder like that. And then for the forearm, it's almost the same as doing the calf muscles. Have a little bit of a bump and we taper down towards the wrist on both sides. I'm going to shorten my arm a bit and draw my hand. Yeah. So again, like the hand with the soccer player, you could just draw some fingers in. 4 fingers and a thumb. And we're basically going to do the same thing for the other arm. Except the shoulders up here this time. Oh, sorry. Shoulders up here. And then when you get up to the hand, same thing. Fingers, but this time you're going to see the thumb a lot more clearer than on the other hand. Draw those lines out. Make the thumb stand out a bit. Yeah, I'll turn it back around this way. And zoom in. That's really good, Joe. Very good. Looks like she's wearing baggy pants. Audrey, that's nice too. Like that leg she's standing on, the one down, that looks really nice. Jaden, that's good. Yeah, very good. Sally, that's great too. Okay, let's move on. Everyone seems to be there. So rub out a few more of these lines. So let it read. We'll come back to the face. We'll give her some clothes. So make her wearing maybe a leotard so we can curve around under the arm. Excuse me. And then it's going to curve around the front up to the other arm. Like that. Actually, we could give her a little bump on her chest for her breast, and then down. And then let's give her some, make a leotard come down like this. And that could all be one color, if you want to color that in. You could give her shorts if you want. Give her socks and shoes. I might give her leg warmers. I don't know if anyone knows what leg warmers are. Sort of go from there to about here. And I'll just give her a bare foot. Let's zoom in on that foot. So I've got her heel, the arch of her foot, and then the ball of her foot. And then that's where the toes come off. You just want to see her big toe there. And then on the other side, you might see a little bit of her other toes, but not really. But this leg warmer, they're like socks that your feet stick out of. And they're big and woolly and warm. And they're thick. So I've just drawn sort of lots of creases and things in there. So it's like a sock, a big thick sock on her leg. And I'll draw the other one as well. Drawing characters with big shoes on or baggy pants is an easy way to not have to draw a lot of things. You don't have to draw calf muscles and things like that. It's a little bit of a cheat, but you can make it look good and make it look like you know what you're doing when you don't. So, and again with the foot to her toe, big toe there in the middle. Rub out those lines and I'll zoom in so you can see that. You don't have to copy the same creases, you can make up your own. So there's a big toe. And then a bunch of other little toes and then back up. Okay, how'd everyone go with those? Once you're done, hold it up, let me see. Oh, that's great. You did it, that looks perfect. Dylan, that's great. She's like she's jumping up in the air. Jaden, that's very small, but I can sort of see it. Audrey, that's great. Oh, you gave her a dress, that's nice. I was gonna give her a tutu. Jaden, that's good too. I was thinking about drawing a tutu on here, but I didn't. Okay, now we can go up to her face. Is everyone ready for the face? Yes? Okay. So we've got the cross piece in. So I'm going to do her eyes closed. So I know one eye is going to go here and one eye is going to go here. Put some eyelashes on there. I'm going to draw a line down the side to find her cheek and then come down to her chin, which is going to be hidden behind her. Her chin's going to be hidden behind her arm there. Excuse me. losing my voice. Okay, so then with that middle line, we can figure out where the nose is going to go. Let's grab a sharper pencil. And then you could figure out where her chin goes and then bring her jaw up the other side, about halfway up, because she's going to have an ear there. And you can draw her hairline coming up. Move around, don't forget some eyebrows. And you could give her any kind of hairstyle you want. I was thinking of just giving her a bun. Yeah, hair up like that. Putting a bun at the back. And don't forget her mouth as well. And her neck. Her head's a bit big for her body, but okay. You give her some little wispy hairs. And there we go. Well, we have to do her hands, but we're pretty much done. So if you want to do the hands, you have to do them the same way we did the soccer players' hands, where you can trace around the stick figure fingers. I just did those fingers there. Let's see. Very good. Very good. How'd everyone else go? Audrey, that's great. Well done. Dylan, that's really good. Well done. Sally, that's cute face. Great. Good job, David. Okay, we've only got a couple of minutes left. We did that one a bit quicker. Why don't I show you over the top of this one, if you wanted to do dress. So remember when we did the sleeves around the arm like that? You could do something similar on a big flowy dress. So there's the waistband of the dress. And just say I want it to be around knee level. I could curve it around like that. And then do another curve. But maybe out here. Back up. Maybe another little curve like that. Okay. You see how I'm sort of just making it sort of fit in with that shape. And then I've got these folded over bits, which is showing the inside. And there's the inside. You could even draw that down here. Maybe another one just up here, just going around. So by drawing different, you could just draw one continuous line like that if you wanted all the way around for a dress. And even because her body's twisted, she may even have, if she's wearing a shirt or something, she may have pulls coming up this way. She's twisting the body around. So you could draw that on something else, a different figure. Or if you wanted to do big flowy hair, you could have done, I'll try and keep the dress in there. So she could have had her hair down. It could have been, oh, is it working? Her hair could have been sort of all out this way. Even like a big fringe. Like that, so you might not have seen the top of her head because her hair was all flowing out that way. Or it could have been spinning around if she was doing a spin. Her hair could have wrapped around her. So
We have 1 minute left.
Okay, well, we're pretty much done. So I just want to see what everyone's been able to do. If they didn't draw the dress. Oh, you had the dress on there before, Audrey. Oh, there you go. I'll add the dress to it. Yeah, Sally, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Everyone did really well.
Zoom out? Can you zoom out so what the kid can see?
Zoom.
Yeah.
There's the whole thing, and there's a bit of the soccer guy. Let's see. Can't get him in because he's. Hang on, I can fold this over.
All right, everyone, can you show your work?
Show the one that you like best. The dancer or the soccer player? We got 1, 2, 3, 2 dancers, 1, 2, 3 soccer players. So both of them there. Another soccer player. I think the soccer player was the favorite. There's more soccer players than dancers.
Awesome work.
Good. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone. Jaden, I haven't seen your work. Can I put it up?
Where's Jaden going? Oh, there it is.
Awesome. The soccer player.
Yeah, soccer player. It's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Well done, Jaden. All right, thank you, everyone. Can you take the photo of your work? Tell your parents and send it to Brilliant Kids.
Send it in and we can see them all up close.
All right, I'm going to unmute everyone. Say goodbye to Mr. Evan, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. Are you?